head this way, and we're gonna cut past those rocks. Alright, so here's where the run is. This is the top of 7th. This is the top of Jersey. This is peak to peak rendezvous, okay? So this is all the 7th Heaven Peak up here, over to Glacier, over here. So this is the green that most people take all the way back over to get to peak or the Jersey and Jersey runs. But over here, this is like a rock field and a tree field. It doesn't really have a name. Like up here's Chainsaw Ridge. Down here is the green. But nothing is actually named over here. So that's where we went because there was 2 days of powder. And all the way along here, all the way along here, and down to here. And that's the runs you're going to be watching today. Now, since these don't have any names, I'm going to call it bedrock. But I don't really know. If you know the name, let me know in the comments. Now, I've wanted to do these runs for a long time. The problem is that it's always low snow here. So there's always rocks pointed out, there's always trees. The trees are fine, that's fun to ski around. But the rocks, that can always mess you up if you hit any weird ones and, you know, catching your knees and stuff like that. Or even just falling over to the side and getting into your thigh can suck. Anyway, after 2 days of epic powder, I was fired up to bring my son over here and do this. And we were lucky enough to have first tracks. Now the pitch on this is pretty good, as you can see, so, you know, nice carving. I love that. This is round 1, where we started a little lower than round 2 because we were exploring the area and wanted to make sure we know everything. So right here we're up just above the reservoir, and we just came down here on the reservoir. We matched up very, very quickly with the green run, and then we bounced right off again into these trees. And if you cut immediately right sharp, you get back into all this stuff, which is trees and these little bump things, rocks all around. It's beautiful. And as you keep cutting, you get over to the ridge here. Now the very edge ridge, that'd be Chainsaw Ridge, and you get to this open area that's just full of powder, super smooth, not overly steep, but it's quite beautiful. Like looking back, you see the Sudan. Going forward, you see Rendezvous Lodge, peak to peak. You see Jersey Lift, and it's just super fluffy. And just bouncing around, going around little itty bitty trees. It's quite nice. I wouldn't recommend this run on a low visibility day, only because there is a pretty crazy steep cliff on the one side, and if you were just having fun and went too far over, you could make a mistake. But on a clear day, or a day like this where it's just slight overcast, oh, it's beautiful. I think those are the cliff warning signs of the Sudan. Yeah. So maybe we'll cut down through that piece, okay? Now this is round 2. On round 2 we cut a lot higher up, so this is way higher than where that jump is off of 7th. It's the highest point just around those high rocks you see to my right hand side there. Once you pass by the rocks, you get to this open area, and there's a rock field on the right side, and then they'll get over to the Chainsaw Ridge and the cliff. But it's quite open, as you can see. But you get all these little rocks popping through, which is really cool, and that's what I wanted to achieve on this run, was going through that type of stuff. So we got that. And again, even up here, second run down, we're first tracks again, basically. Like, that's the order past us. You bugger! But no, we're basically first tracks. So cutting down here again, it's a nice gradient. And it's fun because you're kind of going in and between rocks and looking for the route that will take you correctly through the rocks. But it's really basic. It's like, if you wanted, like, say, like, I'll call it a blue off trail. It's not a green, right? Because it's like steeper, there's rocks, there's some danger. It's definitely not a black. But I'd call this a blue. It's really fun though. I actually really enjoy this. I think we're going to do this more often while we're there. Because see, you get to these parts here where, like, you know, you can go bouncing and flying off of all of these. You just have to see that rock on the right side. You have to make sure you go down a run or two first to make sure you know where those rocks are. But then you could, like, round 3 or round 4, you could probably send this thing hardcore. And there's these little itty bitty chutes like this coming through if you didn't want to jump over those rocks.
Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading
Oh, that's so fucking cool, dude. Right on the fucking edge. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. Now again, you want to be careful because there is a very large cliff at the side of this run. So as long as you always have some trees and some rocks on your right hand side as you're going down, you should be good to go. But make sure that you keep them on that side because it can be a pretty fun run. You can get kind of carried away, like, and go off. So, you know, unless you want to go for a really fun adventure, make sure there's always a rock or a tree on your right hand side. But then as we're going down here, we're just following the edge of the rocks and the trees. And we have another first tracks run. You can see our other tracks there from the first run. There's my kid. He's bouncing ahead. And again, look at this. Completely open, powdery run. How blissful is this? You can see Jersey lift off there in the distance. I really like this part of the run because, again, it's not super steep, but it's really bouncy and super flat. Just look at it, it's just blissful. And as you're going, when you look forward, you see peak to peak, you see Rendezvous Lodge, you see Jersey Lift, you see all the way down to the village on a clear day. So you get this awesome vista, you got this whole cliffside on your right hand side, you can look up and see people on the Sudan. It's just such a cool area to ski. Now as I came around this corner, it was the only spot that was slightly chopped up because there was a few other people starting to make their way down into this area. But other than that, we had first tracks. It was so awesome. Down he goes. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I just want to let you know I really appreciate you taking your time to watch my stuff. I do it for the fun of it, really, and I really do appreciate it. So I just want to say again, thank you very much for watching it. Feel free to subscribe down here. Feel free to watch some of my favorite hikes up here, and some of my favorite videos about life up here, and my unboxings down there. So again, I do appreciate it. Have a good one.